Jesus, I seek your face. Jesus, I seek your heart. Jesus, I seek your...
Hello everybody, Julia and I are back with our book, Resisting Happiness.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about chapters 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But I want to start with chapter 18, Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights chapter talks about doing more than just going on Sunday. Just doing a little bit more than going that 1 hour on Sunday. And tonight, Julie and I had the great experience of listening to some music that we are going to share in the beginning of the video. We're very honored that he's sharing his music that he wrote and sung for us.
Andre Lesperance, and he had a beautiful evening to celebrate Lent and with music and prayer, and very spiritual blessing, I think, for all of us that we were able to experience tonight. And yes, you'll be hearing some of his music.
It was a great night. So we're gonna put his Facebook link on the blog too. So if you like what you hear in the beginning and end of this clip, get in touch with him and bring him to your church and experience what we experienced tonight. The beautiful music, beautiful piano, guitar,
and lots of reflection as you hear the word through the music. He allows you time to reflect and just be in presence with the Lord. It's just a very beautiful experience.
It was very nice. So get in touch with him and bring him to your organization. You will not
bring him over.
So thank you, dear Andre and Jennifer, for
and Jennifer Gans are beautiful vocalists, both of them.
So that's what we have to say about chapter 18. Do more than just Sunday night. Grow, grow, grow with the Lord. Chapter 13, he talks about hour by hour. Take 10 seconds of each hour, and he says to set a timer. I know it's not doable for everybody, but what if you start with just each day? You know, wake up in the morning and give that hour or give that day to the Lord. And I always say, I wake up and I say, thank you for waking me up, and what in your name should I do first? So he just kind of directs me.
Yeah, and you gotta trust in that. It works.
Yeah, it does. It does. Number 14 was interesting people. We always hear that you are who you surround yourself with, and that also goes for the books you read. When you look at some of the top most successful people out there, they have a list of their books that they can look back on and say, when I was growing the most, these are the types of books I read. And he talks about interesting people that read the Bible and they schedule it in. Some of the most successful people in their planner have Bible, or when they're going to go to a group, or when they're going to take their quiet time to pray. So make the Bible one of your books.
Put it in the planner.
Schedule that in. And if you're doing that 1% challenge.
1% challenge it's just a great way. You get the guidance, you have the scriptures to read for the day. It gives you steps of to listen to the Lord, reflect. Yes.
And it's just taking
Put that in the old calendar every day. Check it off the list. It does you very well.
And put it in on top of the other gazillion things you have to do. Just make it a priority. It just makes the day
that much better.
It does. And it goes into chapter 15, like falling in love with life. Continue to grow with what you love doing. Continue to grow in that way.
And those God-given gifts that we've been given, let's ask God to help us use those to help serve others. That's the way that God asks us to use them. And so ask for that guidance in your life to use those gifts, because that's what we're called to do.
Yep. It's not all about us.
How can we serve others? By our talents.
I love that. Chapter 16 was no visitors, being alone. And we talked about this in the last video too. Take that time to be alone. It's okay. And he said tonight, Andre had said, our weakest moments are when we invite Jesus in. God is the hero of our story, not us. So what are you doing to make him the hero of the story? It's not always about us, and just trust in him and he'll lead you in the right way. Humble yourself.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Andre. I had to write that down there.
That was a beautiful
Clicked
one.
in. And he also said, be weak enough to follow Jesus.
Yes. And I feel it's in those weakest moments where we don't have anywhere else to turn but to the Lord. So use your weaknesses to find the Lord and grasp Him and take Him in.
And when you're not feeling that strength, you got Him to back you up. Oh, I did the stair climb this weekend.
Oh, nice.
For American lung cancer. And there was one part I was going through, I'm like, thy will be done, thy will be done, thy will be done. And all I could feel was just like, come on. I just felt like pushing me.
One more step.
Move it, Connie, move it. But I finished it, 17 minutes. But yeah, thy will be done was something I
job.
listened
High
to
five
in that stairwell today. Had to share that note. And then last was the unconventional education on chapter 17. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and that is true not only of things, but also of experiences and problems. So when, someone says, you have to share your story, and someone's not ready to share that story, it's not about Julia's story. It's about her experience and story and helping others show that she got through it. It's about sharing your story.
And your brokenness matters, I think, in life, and using your broken moments or your brokenness to help. When you share that with others, it validates that you're real.
Yeah.
And that it matters, and it allows others to see that their brokenness matters too. And it helps us to grow in ways beyond that we could imagine when we're able to use our brokenness in life.
So when it's time to share your story and you're
Be
afraid
real.
to, no, it's not for you. It's for you to help others and encourage others, and it might be something that you say that can really pick them back up and help them through. So it's not always about
It's about helping others.
It's about helping others. That's right.
Praise the Lord.
So everybody, peace and happiness is in the middle of every mess. And enjoy the music that you heard before and after this segment. And it was by Andre
Andre Les
I
Prince.
seek
And
your
I appreciate your time. Love, peace.
Jesus, I seek your heart. Jesus, I seek your face. Jesus, I seek your